Hello guys, it's me Stark, and why am I here? Because in November we are supposed to receive a public update, a new patch on Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, and we have already some leaks. In the past, we had leaks and 100% of those leaks were confirmed. So let me show you the sources that I have, the leaks, and discuss how they might affect our gameplay and my analysis over those. So starting on here, we have a few of those leaks on Reddit, and we also have the same very leaks posted here on AoE Zone, posted by Zeus and also by Arena Tay. By the way, there's even an analysis already about from Ornulu. I haven't watched it. I don't want to mix our opinions. I will just watch it later. But I'm also going to link here on this channel's on this video description the analysis of Ornulus as well. Ornulus, for the ones who doesn't know, is an excellent player, and he was also an official caster of Red Bull Wololo 5. So big names here. So his opinions, of course, should matter. Anyway, I'm going to read these ones here from AoE Zone. It's the same. It's pretty much the same. But the thing here is I like more the how it shows here. Houses, this is the first one and probably it's going to be the most impactful one. Houses now have -2, -1, 1 and 3 melee armor from on Dark, Feudal, Castle, and Imperial Age. So pretty much we are reducing the armor from the houses in Dark Age by 2 and on Feudal Age by 2 as well, and on Castle Age by 1. So this might, of course, impact specifically the early game a bit more. Usually, it's very common for you to help defending your own base using buildings, especially houses. They are cheaper, they build up faster. Of course, they are not so resistant. I had my houses teared down by small groups of men-at-arms countless times, and this is going to be even more frequent from now on. What do I think that will change in the meta with this? We already are in a meta where men-at-arm and rushes are quite impactful in the game, and with these changes, they are going to become even more OP. Now talking about the civs, Aztecs, the non-elite Jaguar warrior will receive a boost on their HP to up to 65 versus previously 50 HP. Infantary units, guys, are hardly seen to be used during Castle Age because you have way better options on the Nightline, on the ranged units, and now with the previous buffs on Longswordsman line and supplies, even Longsword was way more cost effective. You could just afford a way bigger and produce a faster army of Longswords than Jaguars if you were Aztecs, but now you have this small buff to help yourself using Jaguars. This might be especially impactful on late Castle Age when you are already preparing a transition to Jaguars, things like that. They're going to be more bulkier, but nothing that is significantly change the game. For the Burmese, we have here a change in Manipur Cavalry. Guys, for the ones, I even had to check this myself. Manipur Cavalry is this unique technology from the Burmese that allows cavalry and Arambai to gain +6 attack versus buildings. So here we are talking about cavalry and Arambai, which means that this probably applies to cavaliers, hussars, and so on. Where's the castle? And there we go. And this actually costs 560 food and 400 gold. So instead of adding extra damage to buildings, this upgrade will now only add bonus versus archer, and it will no longer apply to Arambai. Of course, we don't want to give Arambai a boost versus their natural counter, right? So this was done in a correct way, but this means, guys, that you are going to have way more power on the Burmese cavalry, which will help them to deal with enemy archers. Archer civilizations usually have a good time fighting off the Burmese, despite the recent changes in Hoda, which increased the pierce armor of the elephants, this will improve significantly how you can use Nightline and of course the Roosters once in Imperial Age as Burmese to deal with Arthur's civilizations. Byzantine, team bonus. The monks now heal 100% faster. They use it to heal already 50% faster. This was very annoying to fight against monk rushes from the Byzantines, but this is going to be even more annoying. So clowns and arena players, rejoice! Your Byzantine monks got buffed once again. The Celts Bold Raiders now are receiving 10 attack instead of 8. This, guys, increases the basic Bold Raider from Castle Age, which, as I mentioned before, since it requires a big investment and they are infantry, and on Castle Age they shine a lot less than Ranged and Nightline. It's not going to be so impactful, but it's an unwelcome change and it's not going to unbalance the game. Cuman. Cuman stables and archer ranges in the previous patch started to cost less 100 wood, so you could pretty much afford a stable and an archer range by using only 75 wood of each. But now they are only going to cost less 75 wood, which means that they are still going to cost 100 but not 75 wood anymore. For Empire Wars you can still do the broken start of immediately dropping an archer range and a stable, but you might lack the extra excedent 50 wood that could even allow you to already make a house or research an early double bit axe. So it's a small debuff, so they're just trying to undo some big shit they did. Ethiopians, now elite Shoda warriors, have now 45 HP. They previously had only 40, and their elite version upgrade is reducing its cost by 300 wood and 100 gold. Previously from 1200 food and 550 gold to 900 food and 450 gold. So Shodos now are going to be a bit more viable, not a lot more. Incas, non-elite Kamayuks now have 1 extra melee armor, and man, they just received a boost of 70 HP. So sorry for that. Non-elite Kamayuks are a bit more tanky, so if you have a situation where you drop a castle early on as the Incas and you want to go for the Kamayuk, there's a small benefit from doing it. Japanese, non-elite Samurai also increased their HP to 70 before 60. We are obviously talking about the non-elite version, and the elite cost upgrade is incredibly cheap, honestly. Elite Samurai is very strong, and now he's receiving a 200 food discount from 950 to 750, and another discount here of 200, what the fuck, from 225 gold, going over from 875 gold to 650 gold. Please correct me if I have done any math wrong. I haven't made use of any calculator here. Madians, non-Jubero now have 35 HP. They previously had only 30. Huge increase, 16%. So that's it. That can be called the from these changes here and the decrease in the Howard HP. This can be called the infantry patch. There are some people calling it like this already. I'm just stealing the name. Poles now have access to siege engineers. Okay, so let's take a look on the Poles here. Poles Tech 3 is quite new. What do they have as available as siege? The Poles have onagers and bombard cannons, and they usually struggle a bit to deal with ranged units since they lack the last armors for both ranged and cavalry units. So now with the addition of siege engineers, their bombard cannons are going to be a bit more strong. Same for the onagers with the +1 range. So yeah, it's very beneficial for them to have such thing. Let's go back to the game. Sorry, back to the patch. Teutones. No elite Teutonites have now 14 attack. What the fuck? 14 attack? Like you were just giving a Castle Age Unique unit the same attack of a Paladin? Okay. and 7 melee armor. Previously they have 12 attack, already was a lot, and 5 melee armor. What we are saying now is you don't mess up with elite Teutonites. You don't fucking mess with the Teuton Knights, even in Castle Age. So don't mess with them if you are going for the hand-to-hand combat. And also their upgrade cost got decreased once again, receiving a 250 full discount from 1012 and 200 to 950, and a 100 gold discount from 1600 to 500 gold. This is going to change the meta a bit. This is interesting, but basically Vikings lose access to Thumb Ring. Oh my goodness, I'm never again start using the Arbalest from the Vikings. They suck. Man, Aztecs don't have Thumb Ring, and you don't see any Aztecs crying over there. Of course, Cortez eliminated all of them. Anyway, that's not going to be so impactful. For most of the game, you do not use Thumb Ring, so Vikings are still going to benefit from having access to crossbowmen and their huge economy. And their infantry are now going to have plus 100 extra HP from Feudal Age. Previously, that escalated starting from 10% until 15 and 20% until Imperial Age. And the non-elite Berserker now have 12 attack and 1 extra melee armor. So a 3 attack increase and 1 melee armor increase. So another one of the infantry big discounts happening here. We are just talking about 225 full discount on the elite upgrade cost, going for 1,300 food for 1,075 food, and a 75 gold discount, being previously 550 gold, now going to 475 gold. User interface has a change. Hovering your mouse over the tech tree icon shows which upgrades are available or unavailable and which upgrades you have already researched, and this can be toggled on and off on the settings. Okay, let me try to understand this. Oh, this is interesting. Look at that. When you just go with your mouse over the tech tree button, and you can, of course, toggle this if you want or not. You can just quickly remind yourself of which researches you have already done and which you didn't. This, honestly, is just great. As a caster, I like it. As a player, I will try it out. Might be interesting. Edit number 1. Okay, Tamerlane, Terry co-op campaigns are available, plus quick play versus AI. So yeah, if you enjoy playing campaigns with your friends, especially the co-op, go and check it out, Tamerlane. And Nomad has a treaty. What is Nomad has a treaty? What's happening here is, let me go back to Reddit. There's a 5-minute treaty now, which means that you cannot attack enemy units until all town centers are up. While the treaty is active, the players can't attack each other. Guys, do not mistake yourself. This treaty can be exploited in a bad way, and I'm already giving it out right now. You cannot attack an enemy until 5 minutes on a Nomad. So let's say we're playing a Nomad team game and a dude just spots your town center. He can just decide to start placing palisades around between your town center and the wood line, between your town center and the gold. He can just spot your villagers and wall them, and you will have no way before 5 minutes to fight him back. So the Nomad Treaty, which is actually used as a rule in tournaments we play by the rule: no villager war before the seas have been built. Or we just add a time limit like 5 minutes. This has a huge potential to backfire, and you heard it here first. So yeah, this has a huge potential to backfire. Arabia Generation is going to be changed to CoTD Arabia Generation. For the ones who are unaware, Arabia Generation sucks. They have mixed it in a bit in the map, and the map is basically a piece of shit now. It's a garbage. It's a total garbage. It's unfair. It's shitty, and they are going to replace it by the CoTD Arabia Generation. I have played the CoTD qualifiers, and honestly, guys, I think that 30% of my maps were quite unfair, so do not expect any miracles, but comparing to what we are being served right now in the rankeds after the changes in Arabia, that's an improvement. So congrats for recognizing that you are doing a shitty job on editing maps that are there for more than 20 years with no changes. Palisades walls are also going to increase their cost in 50% from 2 wood to 3 wood. Guys, once again, this only reinforces how strong the meta is going to be regarding Drush and Men at Arms. Defend yourself is going to be more expensive. What they are trying to do is to force you to make more army and less buildings. Fuck you guys once again for screwing me up. I was 2k4, then I became 2k3, now 2k2. They want to keep changing this game until I go back to 19 plus. I'm gonna stop before getting back to that. And of course, we have now specific trade cards which are more accurate to each civilization. So the European civilizations are actually going to have the same trade cards pushed by horses. The Mayan ones by villagers. Well, those guys are surely going to get ready for the Olympics. The Arab and African civilizations will receive a trade card which will be pushed by a camel. No, oh, sorry. Sorry, I just mixed it in. It seems that the African civilizations such as Malians, Ethiopians are going to have this one which will be pushed by a buffalo. Please I hope I'm not wrong. Not a buffalo, but yeah, a buffalo. And there will be a bison or a water buffalo for what I suppose to be Asian civilizations. Well, that's a bit more thematic according to each region. So you didn't use horses to push back trade cards in Arabia, I guess. So makes sense. The caravans were not composed by horses but by camels, right? So that's accurate. This small edit is okay. I don't like the new meta, but if you are an aggressive player, go for it. And if you are not yet playing with either Drush or Men at Arms, start doing. And my advice for you in this new meta, don't trust your houses as walling devices. I hope you have enjoyed it. That's my first impression on the leaked reveals, and see you guys. Bye bye.